What up, boys? It's Wenza, and I want to talk about my stay alive and keep fighting philosophy. This is not a slop update. There's my book collection in the background. But yeah, stay alive and keep fighting. What does it mean? Well, it's kind of obvious. The first thing is you stay alive, you choose life, and the other part is keep fighting, which means you fight for your life, you fight for your dreams, you fight for your survival. Life is always a fight. You know, And it's kind of messed up that it has to be that way, but, you know, uh, Eve bit the apple, so we can all blame her. And it's been a messed up world ever since. So, yeah. But, in life, you're going to find you have all these problems. Stuff's going to keep attacking you. Life is going to constantly attack you until the day you die. And then it's going to, like, hump your corpse or something. I don't know. That's probably enough to get me in trouble on here, but it's whatever. But kick them while they're down and fudge them in the butt type of vibes. That's the way of the world. So how do you fight for yourself? Well, you just you save your money and you constantly learn new skills. Some things naturally come to you over time. Obviously, like getting better at life. You kind of level up as you go. Some things you're just kind of stuck in a rut with, and you really have to pay attention to your habits. Habits are like everything. Um, like if you have the habit of being a slob and letting things go, you're not going to get very far, and you're going to get very poor mileage out of life. But if you keep your room clean, take care of yourself, save your money and stuff like that, you'll be doing a lot better than most people. You know, and invest in yourself. You should always be investing. The best investment is yourself, because your returns on schooling, like if you do IT school or college, maybe not so much college anymore, but like a community college maybe, if you get a strategic degree, you can really advance your life and make a lot more money off of what you invest into school. You make a lot more off of what you invest time wise. Music is a good investment for your mental health and stuff, and your confidence, and having fun and making friends. Like, I love music. I've talked a lot about that on the channel before. I deleted most of my videos, and this video will probably have to get deleted, but I wanted to put it out there for my newer subscribers, which is you gotta keep going, bro. You can't give up on life. You can't. You know, like right now, I'm back in my mom's basement at the age of practically 31. I turn 31 tomorrow, so it's whatever. But it's not like I'm giving up. I'm just this is a strategic move. It's good for me. I'm eating a lot more meat for free, um, and I'm basically on a keto diet for the most part. I do cheat and eat carbs here and there, but I'm doing good. We're making progress on school, making progress on other stuff. I have been getting a little sloppy down here. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I got dirty clothes everywhere and trash everywhere, just because I had like a really rough week, and I was basically just like drink a bottle of water, throw the bottle on the floor, type of thing, or just change my clothes and leave the dirty clothes on the floor because I don't have a hamper right now. I really need to get my hamper from my apartment and put that down here, because that's a game changer, believe it or not, is just have a place for the dirty clothes to go, that you can pick them up, move them all, carry them to the washing machine or whatever, stuff like that. um, Reading is like a god tier fucking uh, life hack, bro. You should definitely read books. Books are very, very, very good for you. They're good for your mind, good for your mental health. Like, look at that. How many hours is it going to take me to read that Dragon Ball stuff? And that's not even the only thing I got to read. I got all these. And they're books that will develop my mind, add to my library collection, and so on. You know, it's new ideas, old ideas that are long forgotten now, because we live in the age of slop, right? But there's actual story, you know, in these books, you know. And a lot of it is Christian history and stuff. You can see a fantasy novel up there, something about dragons or whatever the fuck. But, you know, books are great. And, you know, if you're a young guy and you're thinking about ending it or whatever, just stop for a minute, all right? Like, things will get better. They might not get better in the way you want them to, but, you know, you're going to find that life kind of gives you things, and as you acquire stuff over the years, you'll actually be throwing away things and trying minimalism, because, you know, stuff is like a cancer, bro. Like, everybody has too much stuff. You know, if you're not using it, you should lose it. Obviously, I'm not using all these books at the same time, but I do plan to read them, and I do actively read books. So it's not like they're a waste of money or a waste of space. And I think they're cool. And this is actually a thing that's attractive to women, is having a personal library. You know, because it kind of says, well, you're not just a slop-tard. You know, you're actually reading and doing things and stuff like that. But, yeah. That's Stay Alive and Keep Fighting in a nutshell, bro. Kind of running out on time. I could definitely ramble on this longer. But, you know, hopefully that spurred you on. But taking care of yourself and taking care of your space are really big baby steps, you know, before everything else. I mean, granted, you kind of have to take an L on stuff like that sometimes for jobs, you know. You get a job that's 12 hours a day, 6 days a week, you're probably not going to be the most clean person. But you're going to have a lot of money, and you can hire a maid and hire help, you know, on your day off. Or something like that. You know, money is king in this world, you know, sadly. I mean, Jesus is the true King of Kings, but that's another subject here. We're talking about secular things, you know, life in general. Not everybody's Christian, you know. And that's unfortunate in my eyes, but I'm not going to sit here and tell y'all that, well, I am going to tell you you're wrong, but that's another subject. But we're not turning this into a gospel video. But yeah, man, just stay alive and keep fighting out there, boys. Like, we all got to, like, talk to each other, stick with each other, you know. Definitely looking for channels like mine, you know, in the BP space or whatever, or NEETs and so on. Any kind of cells. You know, I care about you guys, you know, and I care about myself, and, you know, this channel helps my mental health, you know, big time. You know, just give me a place to speak. But I am going to do Rumble here in the future, so I can really make my crazy videos again. And I mean, they're going to be effing crazy. So look for that in the future. I haven't done it yet, but I will. But anyways, guys, end of the video. I always say at the end of all my videos, stay alive and keep fighting. Peace, glory, and God be with you all. Choose God, choose the Bible. Take care of yourself. See, I put it all at the end, like a summary for you. It's real easy. But yeah, I'm Wenza, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Welcome to my channel, and I'm out. Peace.